for a few questions. Adam first. Right.
Thanks very much. Adam Fleming from the BBC. Prime Minister, have you secured a time limit to the backstop or a unilateral exit mechanism from the backstop? And President Juncker, does any of this change the contents of the deal at all?
What we have secured, as I said, is legally binding changes, which is exactly what Parliament asked us to secure. And what we have secured is very clearly that the backstop cannot be indefinite, cannot become permanent. It is only temporary, if it is the case that we were ever to get into the backstop. But what we've also secured, and what Parliament was very clear that it wanted, was that alternative arrangements could replace the backstop. And as I've said here, there is a timetable for that, such that alternative arrangements would be in place at the end of December 2020, so that if it was necessary to use the insurance policy, it would not be necessary to use the backstop. There would be alternative arrangements that could replace the backstop, as Parliament requested.
The instrument we agreed upon is respecting, in the spirit and letter by letter, the conclusions the European Council has agreed, I think, 2 years ago. This deal, this instrument, this arrangement, this treaty we have agreed upon today is complementing the withdrawal agreement without reopening.
Mark.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Mr. President, Mark Stone from Sky News. To you, Prime Minister, has a single word of the withdrawal agreement changed as a result of your meeting tonight? And has the Attorney General told you that he will therefore change his legal advice? And to you, Mr. Juncker, do you believe that this will go through tomorrow? And if it doesn't, are you clear, as you just said, that that's it? No deal, no changes, no further changes?
The legal instrument that we have agreed is an addition to the withdrawal agreement. It has the same legal status as the withdrawal agreement. It is legally binding. That is what Parliament asked us to secure, and that is what we have secured. The Attorney General, as you know, is independent. He will come to his decision. He will publish his legal opinion for Parliament so that Parliament has that before it comes to vote tomorrow.
I think I was rather clear just a few moments ago. There will be no new negotiations. It is this. And I'm grateful to the Prime Minister, despite the difficulties we had, not between us, but for the friendly, determined way she was able and I was able to negotiate. Thank you.
Last question up there. Yes, ma'am, please.
What are the implications of the unilateral withdrawal mechanism on the backstop? As in, you know, can the UK decide that it no longer wants to be a part of the backstop? Does it diminish the backstop in any way? Is the backstop still legally operable as interpreted before?
The unilateral declaration sets out the UK's position in certain circumstances. But let's be clear about, as we have both described the backstop as an insurance policy, that is what it is there for. It is the intention of both sides that that insurance policy should never need to be used. If it were the case that it was necessary to use the insurance policy, it could take various forms. Crucially, one of the requests that Parliament came together and had a majority vote for, was that it should be possible to replace the backstop with alternative arrangements. We have secured within this a very clear timetable that enables the backstop as defined currently to be replaced with alternative arrangements. But the intent of both sides is very clear. We want a good future relationship between the UK and the EU, and we will work hard to ensure that that future relationship has been negotiated, has been agreed by the end of December 2020, such that the backstop need never come into place.
This concludes our press conference. Thank you all. Good night.